Good afternoon and welcome to a quick video on getting you started on how to get your players registered for the 2023 netball season. First of all, if you don't have a login to Sporty, if you've never used it before, or you're new to the school or club, you'll need to get a login, and the best way to do that is to go to email support at sportsground.co.nz, and they will set you up with a new login. Likewise, if you've had anyone leave your school or club, you can let Sporty know and they will remove them from your list. This is the Netball North Harbour website that you're looking at currently. If you are a school or club coordinator, this area here, Registrations 2023, is the place to go with all the information on how to get your players registered and your teams created and your players into your teams. This page here, the process page, if you go into that, has all the information on there. If you look at this video here on the right, that will tell you how to create your teams and put them into Team Builder. And this page does have a lot of useful information on it in terms of getting set up. The other thing is under this Registrations 2023 tab, we also have a club and school list here. These are all the clubs, all the schools that play at Netball North Harbour, and your members, your school students, parents, or club players can access directly their school registration forms by just clicking on this link. So this one here will bring up Albany Junior High, and this is how those parents or players will register themselves using that form. The other thing under our Registrations 2023 tab is we have information here for all our school coordinators. So if you're a primary school coordinator, this is the information you need to tap into. What we have done with these pages is we've put more information again on Sporty up there, but we've also told you about all the different primary competitions we offer, the dates that you need to take note of, like the date for registration close for team entry and so forth. The dates for the entire season are on there, plus costs and all that information. So if you are wanting that information, that is where you go to find it. So there is one there for primary, for intermediate coordinators, college coordinators, and club coordinators. So that would be your first port of call to find out any information you need to know. Okay, so getting your form set up for the season, I will put this video up on this process page as well, so you can refer to it any time. To log in to the back end of Sporty, so this website is a Sporty website. To log in, you need to go right to the bottom of the page here, and there's a little admin login button here. So if you click on that, it will take you to the login page for you to get access to that back end. So once you've logged in, it will come up with, ours goes to the website, but this is where you want to look here for this dashboard. You click on the dashboard, and you won't have as much detail as I have because I'm a super user, but you will have the manage websites and this online registration section plus the team builder section. So this is where you create your teams and put them into their grades, etc., and put your players into the teams. And this is the form. This is where you will find the netball registration form. So if you click into here, now I have got a lot of folders here. You will not have all these folders, but what you are looking for is this 2023 folder, and that says 3 forms currently for us, but you might only have 2. If you click on that, it will then bring up a subfolder called Netball. If you click on that, it will bring up, you may have a Netball Scorers, you won't have this one, but you may have these 2. But this is the form here, which is the super form, which is linked. This is the form that I showed you before, which is linked under here, all these forms under here. So you can edit the form if you wish to. To do any editing on this form, you would click on this little button here, and then you can go in there and you can then bring the whole form up. It's a little bit slow. and here you can put in any information that you want to put in that's important to you. Now, we've put some information in there that you cannot change, and so has Netball New Zealand. So all these fields here, they're grey, and my little stop sign is up. It means I cannot alter any of these fields because Netball New Zealand has decided that's what we need to have on our form. But but down the bottom we have added some extra ones, like an address field, because funnily enough Netball New Zealand didn't want that, and school years and stuff like that if a player is under the age of 18, etc. So you can play around with this form as well, and at the bottom, if you wanted to add any extra information for your players when they register, for instance their dress size, or you might want to put in a dress section here, so you just go add a new section, and you could put dresses or uniform or whatever, and you can add a question, and you might there's two types of questions you can add: a system field or a custom field. Most of the system fields have been used because it's usually name, date of birth, etc. But you could put in a custom field, and you might want to make it a single line text, because you might want to record if you number your dresses, if you're handing things out, what a certain player might have that you want to get back at the end of the season. So you could put in a single line text, and then you could go save, and then you could put uniform number or whatever it is that you want to add in there. And you can also make it just admin only if it's only something that you want to record about that player in your school system, that's pertaining to netball. So yes, you can add questions, etc. if you wish to, but you don't have to. You can leave the form exactly as it is. I'm going to delete that question because I don't need that on our super form, otherwise everyone's going to get that at Netball Harbour, so I'm going to delete that. So any changes you do make to there's some terms and conditions, by the way, Privacy Act stuff. You can also set it up for payments if you wish to use it as a payment system that connects with your school system, but that's up to you. Oh, the other thing I was going to say too, with the if you add a new section, there is under the system fields a KMAR. You can, if you're using the KMAR system, you can connect Sporty to the KMAR system if you wanted to go down that line as well. But just pointing that out, but you don't have to use it at all. But it is there if you do wish to do that. So any changes you make to the form, you will need to save it. Okay, so yeah, have a play, have a look. It's going to take a wee while too. Right, so under this netball registration form, you've got, that's editing it. This one here, if you went to the 2022 form, you could send the registration form directly to all your 2022 players, and most of their information will be copied over, so they don't have to complete the entire form again. So you can do that as well. I'll show you how to do that shortly. The other thing is you can copy this form. Okay, so you can take a copy of it, copy of the link. Just press that little link button, press copy link. It has now been copied, that link information, and you can go to your own school website or your social media, or you can pop that link into an email if you want to send it directly to players to say, hey, you need to register, go to this link and fill out this form. Okay, so that's how you can copy the form and send it to your database. 2022, if you go to your 2022 folder, you should find that same form. Here's mine. Under netball, again it'll be under netball registration 2022. You can email the database here under 2022, to re-register for 2023. Okay, so as you can see, I clicked on that little email icon, or that little letter icon there. Okay, and it popped up this. You can exclude people who've already registered for the new season, so you can unclick that. You can change any of the wording in here. You can do whatever you like in here. Put your email addresses in, etc. And if you go send email, all those people from 2022 will get a link to the new 2023 form to re-register for the season. So this system is different from our previous system, Club Hub. Players don't stay in the system. They have to complete a new form every year. All right. So the other thing is on this registration form, as I go back into it, there is a section here where they can't find it, but it asks for the role up the top here. If they click on that, it's player, coach, umpire. I think there's a couple of others. So your players would select the player role, that's what they're doing. But if they also coach at your club or at your school, they can click both player and coach. Or if they umpire, they can click player and umpire. So you can select more than one role as long as it's within the school. Okay, so if we go back to this Albany form here, so if I click on this, I can click coach, player, or whatever other roles I might have within that club or school. If a person is coaching at a different school and they might play at a club, they're going to have to fill out a form for both the club and the school because they're two separate entities, if that makes sense. A person who is re-registering for the 2023 season can also just click on here, but you do need to have that SP reference number from last year in order to bring up your details from last year. And I'm not sure if many people will remember that or know where to find it. But that is another option for members. Any new players or to your school or your club, they will have to fill this form out directly from your link that you send them or from the website on our page. A new function with the form this year too is that if you have more than one child, if a parent has two children playing at the same school or in a club, you might have a parent and the daughter is also playing for the club, they can enter an additional player as long as they're in that same club or school. So they fill out all their details, and then down the bottom here they can add in an extra person, and it will copy across again some of those details like address, etc. So you can add more than, so you don't have to complete a separate form for two children that go to the same school. You can add them all together on that same form. So that's a new feature for 2023. And so then you'll have your primary person, which will probably be the first oldest child and then the second child in here. All right. So that's pretty much it. You just need to, like I say, go to this Registrations 2023 tab. All the information is there. This video will go up to help you set up your forms if you need help with that. Plus also on this page is the video that will help you set up your teams when you have got them all sorted. And then away you go for 2023. And any questions, please contact us at Netball North Harbour and hopefully we'll be able to help. If we can't, then you need to go to Sporty. Okay, thank you.